We will hear from angler after angler, whether they're recreational or whether they're commercial or charter boat captains. We hear that there are so many red snapper this year that's so much better than it has been 10, 15 years ago. How can not interviewing charter boat captains and recreational anglers and actually have observers on board be less of a better science than extrapolating data from decades ago?
Well, they have basically every time they have public hearings or every time they have council meetings, they hear time and time again exactly that, but they discount it. They basically say that isn't in our science.
It.
Yeah. Well, the one thing is the main trouble is they have no place to input this into their models. They have absolutely no place to put any of this information into their models in regards to what they're doing. So they just basically just ignore it.
That is not right to me. That doesn't sound. They're taking away a recreational opportunity. And I remember when my dad took me fishing when I was 6 years old, and I've remained an angler since. What's going to happen to the next generation if they can ban fishing on flawed science?
Well, it's not. You're not going to see the fishermen because this. You have to understand that this is the people out there. They're trying this. The Pews and the environmental defense funds. These aren't environmental groups. They'll say they're environmental groups. They're anti-fishing groups. They're working on a piece by piece by piece by piece closing the oceans. They know they can't say you guys can't go out there anymore, but they're taking it chunk by chunk by chunk. They're taking the first chunk is going to be 240 foot to 600 foot. Then they're going to go 98 foot to 240 foot. They're also looking at the other fish. Some people say, well, hey, and even some recreational anglers say, hey, I don't really bottom fish. I like dolphin. I like wahoo. Well, guess what? They're looking at those fish. Those fish are on the radar. They're the next targets. They're looking at this is death by 1,000 paper cuts is what it is. And they're going to close down, they're looking to close down the oceans.
And we all should be supporting your lawsuit as well as lobbying our legislatures to change the current management system so that it incorporates good common sense.